back to the Rise Championships. Fight number 6 of the evening. We have Dave Macdonald in the blue corner and Christopher Weaver coming out of the red. And with me is Sammy the Sling Blade. Sammy, good to have you aboard.
Good to see you, Jimmy. It's good to be here, do some commentating.
Good stuff, mate. We're going to have a great fight. The first 5 fights of the evening has been world class. The last 2 is the 4-man tournament in particular.
Yes, definitely. The 2 previous fights on the 4-man were absolutely brilliant. It's good to see a bit of blood, because some elbows going and some definitely strong knees in the clinch.
Yeah, you're right about that, Sam. Now, it's going to be interesting how some of these cuts maybe catch up to the fighters when they have their second contest this evening.
Yes, definitely. The Jackson, he had a cut in his hair, and no one noticed it in the fight, but since poor Dylan's face was split open pretty bad, so no one noticed that Jackson had a cut there in his hair. So hopefully that gets stitched up and he can continue on to the final.
There's a big difference in experience between the 2 fighters, but as far as Dave goes, he hasn't fought in 6 years either.
No, he's recently just come out of retirement. I've had some training with him actually, and he is absolutely brilliant with his kicks. If he can stick to his kicking game and not get caught in a brawl, he will do very well here.
Yeah. Just having a look at Chris Weaver. He's only had the 1 fight in the ring, but I've got a feeling he's probably had a fair few around the street. He's a pretty intimidating looking bloke.
He's a strong looking, confident competitor, and it's going to be interesting, this one. I think he's very well up for the challenge against Dave.
Well, the standard of beginning fighters nowadays is so unbelievable. They can go up against more experienced fellas.
Yeah, definitely. It's very good to see. It's good to come back to the fight shows and see some new talent climbing up and performing very well at a very high standard.
There's some talent prodigious nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Round number 1. Dave Macdonald and Christopher Weaver. Chris has a table of supporters right next to us on the left-hand side.
He does, doesn't he?
So the West Australians watching tonight, you're going to hear them as well.
Oh, tight clinch.
A bit of a side headlock back to the WWE.
Yeah. Just finding their range. Oh, look at that. Jumping in aggressively, trying to get back into the clinch.
Yeah, both forwards going for the elbows early too.
Yeah, he is. Yep. It's a good left hook landed by Weaver. Dave Macdonald's working the straight jab and straight right hand nicely. Yes, definitely. It seems Dave's still trying to find his range, and Chris is more than welcome to step into it and keep the fight going. Yeah. Sneaky elbows in there. A little slip. There's a couple of heavy shots landed by both boys. A good body kick landed before he landed on his own bum, but he got there. Yeah, look, the ring must be a bit slippery because a lot of the fighters have gone over today. It's the new logos.
Straight right.
Oh, nice head kick from Dave. Some dirty boxing there from Chris.
Make it count!
Yeah, Chris is pretty strong on his punches. He's got a little bit of a habit of lifting that chin a little bit.
He does,
in a heavy
yes.
exchange.
When it starts going,
it's a pretty frenetic first round though.
When they start brawling, start throwing their shots, start seeing Chris start to throw it really from his hip. The hands are coming down, and he's just throwing hard shots, looking for Dave's face. He's already found a little mark on Dave's nose forming. A little smile from Dave there.
Yeah, the folks at home's going to notice too. It's the first of the 3-minute rounds for the night too.
Yeah, big swings from Chris.
It's funny how much energy you can expend swinging and missing though too.
Oh, a good body kick from Dave there.
Yeah, it was a great kick to the rib cage.
Right on the tattoo, and another one.
Yeah, no, he did what good fighters do. He went for the same spot where he thought he hurt him.
It's a detriment to having a tattoo on your ribs. You give him the same target to go for.
But I told Jake one that years ago.
Good round, solid from both boys.
Jake goes, what do you think of this tattoo? I said, it gives me something to do.
Still got me out of the game, too many targets on me now. Didn't think I had one on my face, but they found it.
It was a good first round.
Very strong.
Looking at both boys, Dave does look like he's not breathing quite as heavy.
Yeah, Chris is breathing into his stomach there. You see, his belly's filling up, not his lungs. Look at Davo, that's experience right there. Just controlling his breathing, focusing where he is. Nick taking out the ring girl.
Yeah.
A solid effort from Chris, especially for his second fight.
Yeah, no, he had a real good start to that round.
If he can keep himself tight, he might outscore Dave here and catch him. If he starts swinging wildly, Dave's going to step back and start kicking
there
those
was
ribs.
a bit of that.
Yes.
And I did mention that when you swing and miss big, you can get puffed out pretty quickly.
Definitely. Good jab from Dave.
Now you're going to notice between rounds, Nick was working and telling his fighter to go in and out.
Yes.
That's exactly how Dave started.
Unfortunately, he wore a spinning elbow to his nose there, right on the noggin. Nice head kick from Dave.
Keep your distance and stay out of the grapple. Keep your fucking distance.
Wise words from Chris's corner there. Yeah, those big shots are starting to wane on Chris a little bit. He's starting to take some heavy breaths.
Dave landed some very stiff jabs. And it doesn't matter what sport you do, everything works off the jab.
Yep.
Sets everything else up.
Good body. Big swing from Chris. Dave's looking very composed, being methodical, trying to pick his shot. And Chris is looking for those big shots, looking for that knockout.
Dave's fighting the smart fight, and that's where the 25 experience difference comes in.
100%. It's a great show of different experience right here. Like you can see Chris coming strong, very good to see, trying to take his opponent out, and Dave to weather the storm and move in and out, focus on what he's got to do. You can see Chris is starting to wane on those clenches and those spins. Even though that stuff may not land, it does exhaust when you miss.
When Chris gets matched up against a bloke a bit more in his own experience, we're going to see a different fighter out of him.
Good head kick from Dave. Not to get it wrong, Chris is still in this. Like, it just takes one swing and he's definitely got the power in his arms. But that constant moving backwards, good liver kick from Dave. Very smart. Whoa. There's that spin.
Yeah, that was a nice spinning elbow landed by Chris then.
Good spinning elbow. He's going to spin again.
He went for it again, missed that time though.
No, he's looking for that Hail Mary shot. He's got the technique to get it. It's a matter of Dave being smart and once again working on that forward, back, forward, back. Looks like we got a cut on Dave's eye, just near his bridge of his nose. Good kick from Dave. Big swings from Chris. Really starting to overstretch his shots. Had a little surge from that landing that spinning elbow.
He's too, but Dave 3 times in a row went for that inside leg kick. And there's an ugly red welt on Chris's leg.
There is. Almost make out all of Dave's toes on that leg kick.
Pretty much so.
There's the spin again. Very smart from that experience there. Know the spin's coming. Strong round by Dave.
I'll point out one thing that you said, Sam, and something I've always believed with. The fighters going for the big shots. That's when they're getting a little bit tired.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're trying to just take out that win. But Dave's just picking away on them.
Excellent. He's keeping himself in the game. He knows exactly what he's got to do, and he's sticking to it.
Oh, and yeah, definitely.
Chris has got what he got to do the big shots, and he landed that spinning elbow and got that. You saw that surge on his face. We're looking right at him. Yeah. Big grin. Here he came in with another big elbow.
But he's not setting the shot up. Bit of fatigue factor.
No, he's built for war. Chris is. Look at that's a man. He's ready to just get in there and go.
I'd like to see him fight someone learn his own experience. So we can
definitely. That'd be a great fight. not to rule out what he's doing great work here.
Oh, 100%.
Just Dave's fighting style a little bit more smarter and using his previous experience to bounce through shots.
Just watching the highlights there, and there were some good highlights for Chris. He's well in this too.
Oh, there's no way. You can't count him out in the fight. You got a man who's all or nothing with everything he does. You got to believe he's going to bring it to the final fight, the final round.
Final round.
Inside leg straight from Dave again. Oh, elbow from Dave, aggressive. Oh, right. Oh, these boys are just going for it.
Dave landed a very good short right hand.
Yep.
Dave's got the right idea. He's putting it on because he knows he's puffing a bit more.
Yep, definitely. Just Dave doesn't doesn't need to get himself caught up in the brawl. He's done very well past 2 rounds. He just needs to keep moving in and out and focus on what he's doing.
Well, there's a big shot.
Big shot from Chris.
Dave off balance there. And he's cut Dave in a few areas too now.
Oh, good elbow from Dave over the right. This is where Dave needs to start being smart and go back to going in and out, in and out.
Yeah, he's got a few cuts on him.
Chris is embracing
going after him.
He's embracing the brawl and he's starting to give the fight to Chris. Chris wants this. Chris wants it bloody. He wants the war. It's all or nothing for him. Where Dave, to win the fight, he needs to go in and out, go back to being smart.
I'll tell you, the crowd's really pretty invested in this fight, especially Chris's table next to us.
And rightly so. Chris is actually bringing on the performance and giving the fans exactly what they want. People come here to watch someone stand and go toe-to-toe and give it everything they've got.
Yeah.
And the position Chris is in with this last round, it is all or nothing. He's 2 rounds down. Dave's been very smart in this one. He just needs to be smart to the end of the fight. Another spin. Oh, big right hand from Dave.
Yeah, he went back to fronting from a distance and it's paid off a bit for him. Good left hook, right uppercut combination. I think by Chris, though.
Yes, definitely. There's a spin again.
1 minute.
Another cut under Dave's left eye.
Yeah, it's a beauty too. Both boys be happy to hear the final bell.
Oh, bad sign from Chris. Tired, but he needs to push on.
He's got the second stick in the way. 30
seconds left in the fight. Not a good look for the judges in bending over.
30 seconds.
Dave should go back to his punch from the distance.
Definitely. We're looking at a Hail Mary shot here from Chris.
Well, that's what Dave's got to fight back.
Exactly.
Hail Mary can land.
Just go back to his experience, not look for the knockout.
10 seconds.
Aggressive all the way to the end.
Absolutely.
Great fight from both guys.
Great fight. Yeah, 3-3, that is a big fight.
It's just a big step up, especially for someone for their second fight. Take on someone with much more experience and fight 3 3-minute rounds. Well done, both boys.
Yeah, it's funny how this fight goes. Like Dave looks worse for wear, but for mine he's well in front on points. But if you go and look some cuts, you think, oh, it's Chris all the way, you know?
Exactly right. You watch the highlights, and Chris, he's a highlight reel guy. He's giving you the shots that you want to see. He's the big spins, the big elbows, the big shots where you don't normally see the technical side of someone. He just sits back and picks and moves. And Dave, unfortunately, got himself cut in a couple of those ones, but
I can see if Chris sticks to that, building up a good fan base with that all action style.
It's all you need. It's what you want people to come watch your fight. They want to know you're in there and you're going for the goal. You know, you're in there swinging to the end.
I dare say Dave will probably be feeling pretty good about this.
It was a very good performance today, very controlled performance. I'm sure his face isn't going to feel too good, but he did very well to stick to what he had to do.
All right, guys, huge round of applause for these guys.
Dave has got a head that needs regular panel beating.
After 3 rounds, going to the judges' scorecards again for a decision. And we have a unanimous decision to the blue corner, Dave Macdonald.
No, we'll see Chris back at some stage.
It'd be very good to see him fight someone around the same amount of fights as he has.
100%.
I mean, he's only going to be a show. He's going to bring fans to the show. He's a performance to watch.